and welcome. My name is Eva Dunlap Lewis, and I'll be guiding you through your Communities Connect engagement platform training. Let's get started. This video is for those of you who have computers or Androids only. However, if you are using the browser version, your screen should look nearly identical to mine, depending on your font size and other accessibility features. It is highly recommended that you use the Cubigo application while following along with this video. As always, please watch all the way through at least once. Then, on your second viewing, grab your device to follow along. That way, you'll know what to expect, when to pause, and what you'll be doing. There's less chance of missing an important step. All right, are we ready? Let's go. Our first step is to wake up and unlock our device and open up the Cubigo application. Once you open up the Cubigo application, you should be taken to the home page of your Community Connect platform. For this lesson, every community is going to receive the same training video. I'm using the White Sands Connect portal. When doing this on your device, you will see your Community Connect homepage and not White Sands Connect unless you live at White Sands. Once on the home page, our next step is to look to the menu at the top of the screen. And we're looking for our name in the top right corner. Here I see my name, Eva. When we see our name, we can go ahead and click it. A menu appears on the right side of the screen. From this menu, scroll down and click Profile. The page will change. From these options on the left side of the screen, we want to look at the top of the page and choose Personal, pictured here. Now we are all in the Personal section of our profile. Here is where we can see any information that we've added into our biography and interests. This is especially important because anything that we add into our biography is visible when we're looking at the resident directory. The interests are important because by the end of 2022, every community will have the option to search for someone based on their interests. So if we don't have any interests, then we're never going to come up in a search in the directory. Let's go ahead and get started with adding a biography and then some interests. If we scroll down this page, in the second section, under the heading Biography, pictured here, we will see More About Me Public. This is where we can enter in our biography, a blurb about ourselves. Remember, this is the section that shows up in the resident directories under our profile when anybody searches for us. To edit this, look for the pencil icon off to the right, pictured here. Click the pencil icon and a text box will appear. Click this text box and you can begin typing your biography. You can write as much or as little about yourself here. Whatever you write will show up in the directories under your name, so keep in mind that other residents and team members will see this. If you don't want to write anything at all about yourself, that's fine too. It's your decision. If you're following along and writing a biography right now, feel free to pause the video here to give yourself sufficient time to type. Once you finish this section and get done writing your biography, you can scroll down and hit Save. Hitting Save will save the information you typed in your biography. And just like that, we've completed the portion of this training where we edit our biography for our profile. Now we will move on to editing our interests. As a reminder, interests are not yet a searchable field for all communities, but they will be by the end of 2022. So your community may not have interests as an option to search with when you're in the resident directory, but it will be by the end of 2022, if not sooner. Interests can be a great way to find other residents that share the same interests as you do. Interests and searching for interests is also completed in the resident directories. However, the process of editing our interests is done here in the profile. It's not done on this page, but we are close. To edit our interests, we want to scroll back up to the top of the page. Remember where we saw personal earlier in the top left? Well, instead we're going to choose preferences, the fourth option pictured here. So when you see preferences, go ahead and click it. Now we can scroll down the page again to the second section, and we're looking for the word add interests in blue. Add interests. Click Add Interest. After clicking Add Interest, this window appears. On the left side of the window, there are categories of interests. On the right side of the window, you'll see a checklist. These are all the items that you can mark yourself as interested in. Click the box next to the item that you're interested in, and it will become an interest of yours. You'll scroll through the list until you get to the bottom of the first category and hit Next, dropping you into the next category of interests where you can repeat the process of scrolling through the list and checking off items that you're interested in. This can be a lengthy process as there's lots of interests to choose from. Take your time. Again, you don't even have to do this if you don't want to. The information you add here will be very helpful in the future for your life enrichment team to plan activities. It would be great for them to know who is interested in what so they can decide what activities to put on when. Feel free to pause the video here so that you can take your time filling out your interests. The last category to choose interests from is titled Other. When you get to Other, the option to click Next disappears and instead changes into Finish. I highly recommend that you don't put anything in for other interests unless you've discussed it with other community members. This is because if it's not an interest widely discussed, then it's very unlikely that anyone would find it or search for it in the directory. So once you're done, go ahead and click where it says Finish. And you're done editing your interests. The Add Interest window will disappear and you'll be taken back to the page you saw before you hit Add Interest. Only now you see a list of all the items that you checked off as interested in. Since we're done adding interests and done editing our biography, we can scroll back to the top of the page. From here, we'll look for Home in the menu and click it. Now you should be back to the home page of your Community Connect. And that's it. You edited your biography and your interests. Good job. If you'd like to watch again and follow along, please feel free to do so, pausing whenever you need to. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.